It's time for a little heresy. Several things I want you to remember. Medical professionals, such as doctors, surgeons, and so forth, know very little about nutrition because they're not taught it. And even those dietitians who are taught nutrition have been taught incorrectly. Why? Because the current paradigm is plant-based, carbohydrate-based, and food guidelines-based. And then, of course, we have all the influence from veganism, vegetarianism, animal rights, kinder, gentler world. But if you've ever looked at the other side, if you've been watching my videos, you know better. You know about the Randall cycle. You know about insulin. You know how both of those operating together will put fat on your body, the fat that will make you sick, make you ill, and lead you to metabolic mayhem. There's children becoming diabetic nowadays. It's absurd. The Army can't field an army because we're all so fat and out of shape and unfit and unhealthy. It's disgraceful. And no, they're not going to apologize, because then they'd admit liability and we might sue them for wrongful death for the past 50 years. Really. Bunch of weenies. Okay. So you know more. Also, please understand that, yes, medical professionals are doctors. They know which pill goes with which disease and what operation fixes this, that, or the other. But only you have the authority to consent. Or your agent, and you make damn sure your agent knows what you want and what must be done. Now, an agent is either someone you assign or your spouse. Choose your spouse carefully. So, you know more about nutrition than they do. Only you have the authority to consent. They can't go home with you and make you take the statins, can they? No, they can't. In the end, thus and therefore, you have the authority. Dietitians, psychiatrists, psychologists, any medical professional is a resource for you to utilize at your will. If you decide to use them, ask them questions about what they know. Don't ask them about nutrition. They don't know that. All they can teach you and tell you about nutrition is what they've been told to say by the standards of care, which means plant-based, which means carbohydrates complex, as if the body could tell any difference. Please. And once you start looking at the world that way, that you are the authority and they are limited in how far they can go, and the fact that they need your consent in order to do anything at all, well, we know there's a big power shift, isn't there? Now, I've been told before in the emergency room that, oh, if we want to hold you overnight, and if you don't stay with us, you might drop dead during the night. Well, honey, that's true. Of course it is. But it's been that way since the moment of our birth, hasn't it been? Of course, your next breath might be your last. It's part of the deal of being alive. But I didn't want to be there. It's too cold, frankly. It's too bleak, and besides which, it's dangerous. Being in a hospital is the last place any sensible person wants to be if they don't have to. You go there to have help. And yet, more often than not, you pick something up when you're there. So don't spend any more time in there than you could possibly want, or have to, or can afford. Let's be real about this. So, our hospitals are dangerous and uncomfortable places where you go to only if you need to be there. Otherwise, stay out. And if it is not necessary for you to be there any longer, don't be there any longer. Seriously. Only you have the authority. So if you wish to decline, if you wish to refute, if you want to leave, and you're willing to throw your weight around, it's up to you. But then, once you get dealing with them in such a way, where else does that attitude go? Because once you start questioning who has the actual authority, it carries over. Who's to say old women have to shorten their hair? Not me. Yes, I know. I'm not such a fashion plate. Who says I have to be? I have the authority. You can't tell me how to act, how to behave, what I should do. A woman of your age, at your time of life. Yeah. So cute, isn't it? You start looking at the world a different way. The world is for you to utilize. It's not a world where you must obey. So yes, I am participating in the staycation that we're all being asked to undertake at the time. Because frankly, I always have been. Once you've been in the military and you've traveled all around the world, living in somewhat uncomfortable situations, in less than amazing accommodation, and being fed table scraps because that's all you can bloody well afford, because military pay ain't a way to wealth. Yeah, exactly. So what do? You stay home, you put your feet up, and you say, "Pah! I ain't spending $1,000 to go join 60 million other people on a boat." I didn't join the Navy for a very good reason. So yes, I'm here at my house, socially distancing, because it suits me to do so. Now, if it didn't, it might be a different question. So, being keto not only keeps you slender, not only helps you regain your health, not only might reverse your diabetes, cure your PCOS, cure your fatty liver, and prevent you from getting various stones and various organs, make your brain work better. Yes, oh my word. You stop eating all those carbs, you become uppity. Good stuff. In any case, you'll find being keto questioning and basically just grabbing your authority in both hands and not letting it go makes your life infinitely better all the way around. I hope this helps. Like, follow, subscribe, tip, support, whatever. Thank you very much if you do. Thank you for watching, and please do come again.